Gerard Manley Hopkins' poem, Felix Randal, reflects on the life and death of a farrier named Felix Randal, whom the speaker, presumably a priest, had ministered to during his illness. The poem explores themes of mortality, physical strength, spiritual comfort, and the bond between priest and parishioner. The poem opens with the speaker reflecting on the news of Felix Randal's death. Felix is described as the farrier, emphasizing his profession and the physical strength associated with his work. The speaker acknowledges the loss and begins to recount his memories of Felix. Physical decline. Hopkins contrasts Felix's former vitality with his eventual physical decline. The poet describes how Felix, once a robust and powerful figure, was reduced to frailty by illness. This transformation is depicted with a sense of poignancy, highlighting the inevitability of physical decay. Spiritual role of the priest. The speaker recalls his role in providing spiritual comfort to Felix during his illness. He mentions administering the sacraments, such as the Eucharist and anointing of the sick, which brought solace to Felix. This emphasizes the importance of spiritual care in facing mortality. Personal connection. Hopkins reveals the personal bond that developed between the priest and Felix. The speaker's visits and ministrations forged a deep connection, moving beyond the formalities of their respective roles. The phrase, "my duty all ended," suggests a sense of fulfillment in having provided spiritual support. Transformation in grace. The poem explores the theme of transformation through grace. Felix's acceptance of his condition and the comfort he derived from his faith are presented as significant aspects of his journey. Hopkins suggests that spiritual strength can transcend physical weakness. Reflection on mortality. The poem reflects on the universal experience of mortality. Felix Randal's death is seen as a reminder of the transient nature of life and the inevitability of death. Hopkins uses Felix's story to meditate on broader existential themes, inviting readers to consider their own mortality. Imagery and language. Hopkins employs vivid imagery and rich language to convey the emotional and physical aspects of Felix's life and death. Descriptions of Felix's physical strength, his suffering, and his spiritual solace are rendered with great sensitivity and detail, enhancing the poem's impact. The nature of suffering. The poem addresses the nature of suffering, both physical and emotional. Felix's illness and the subsequent decline of his once powerful body are depicted with compassion. Hopkins suggests that suffering can lead to a deeper understanding and acceptance of one's condition. Hope and consolation. Despite the somber subject matter, the poem conveys a sense of hope and consolation. The spiritual comfort provided by the priest and Felix's acceptance of his fate offer a form of redemption. Hopkins highlights the role of faith and community in providing solace in times of distress. Felix Randal concludes with the speaker reflecting on the impact of Felix's life and death. The poem leaves readers with a sense of the enduring human spirit and the importance of compassion and spiritual support. Hopkins' meditation on life, death, and faith resonates deeply, offering a poignant tribute to the memory of Felix Randal. Through Felix Randal, Gerard Manley Hopkins explores the profound themes of mortality, suffering, and spiritual grace. The poem's rich imagery, emotional depth, and meditative tone create a powerful reflection on the human condition, emphasizing the enduring connections formed through faith and compassion.